Kei te kuni, kei te pū, kei te wehu, kei te aka, kei te tāmuri. Tipu tipu te rea, he mahuri, he rākau ko tāne koe.
Every morning we'll gather round and do our karakia. And that sets the tune for the day because you're in the zone.
Kauri koe te hangane, kauri koe te tipu.
I totally believe in it, and it's just part of that whole picture.
Turu turu o whiti whakamaua ki a tīna, hui e tāki. Kia ora mai.
All my working life I've been a tradesman joiner, so I've always been around timber, mainly making windows and doors and stairs and kitchens, stuff like that. And but you know, if I've ever visited marae or places like Te Papa, I've always been drawn to the Māori carvings, you know, and I've often looked at them and gone, how can they even do that? You know, I could just see the skill involved, and you know, who was behind the chisel, and how did they even start making such an exquisite piece of work, you know, so it's always really interested me. It's more than art and it's more than craft, you know, the whole rākau, which is all the myths and legends around what you're carving, is so important, and I've found that really interesting as well. Everything we've carved, they've told us what we're carving and the story behind it and what meaning it has, and that was part of the course I probably wasn't expecting to have, but have really appreciated and embraced it. It's been incredible.
If anyone that knows Phil knows that he's really respectful. He's keen on the reo. I know when he came into the carving shed, he was actually quite, like he was really timid. He wasn't sure what was going on. But at the end of the day, being such a respectful fellow that he is, it was quite easy for him to actually roll in and get with the flow.
It's a lovely learning environment. It's thought of, for Māori, by Māori. And I commend a European or Pākehā who comes in and wants to be a part of that environment, because it's different from them in that sense. But I look at them as a brother, someone who's the same, and I think it's just good. It's just good for you to know different things and different people. You guys aren't going to go anywhere, nor me. So let's get on with it and get together. The thing what I find most satisfying to me is that if you see someone who has a passion, and they want to learn something, and I can see that, and they do their best, that makes my situation a lot greater for me, because then I feel the want and the will to want to show them what I know and to share that with them. And that's the big thing first, is to get that installed in your soul or in your heart, that you have a love for this and you respect it, and then things really will start to grow,
As a tradesman joiner, we make wooden windows and stairs and doors, and everything's square and true and all, but this has a real artistic flair, and that's part I've really struggled with, drawing curved lines and everything. Way more difficult than I thought, and in fact there's been days I've gone home from Noho quite disillusioned, thinking what have I got myself into, but come back the next day and plenty of support from our kāko, our pūkena here, and you get away again and away you go, and the enthusiasm comes back. I will admit it's been harder than I thought, but so much more rewarding than I thought as well.